You know what's funny? I should have changed clothes because since we're pre-recording, but I'm gonna put my head on backwards to make it feel like we did something fresh.
I was gonna sit somewhere another way and then just a whole new setup.
Yeah, cue the intro.
What's up, y'all?
What's at it, man?
It's your boy
Chef 24/7, and this is
Big Stay Winning,
and this is Anime4Deux.
Dude.
I like how you got the do up before B. But man, in case you've been watching, man, you know this is what anime and food meet. We talk about anime, we review a few episodes, some shows. Hopefully, it's a show for you or not. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about some food too. We got some food montages. You know, we've been on a little vacation at the beginning of January. Friend got married, so we got to see some places to eat somewhere. So we're gonna have a special food montage for y'all in just a second. But we're gonna give our anime for the day. Let's talk about our anime for the day for the food montage. So yes, our anime for the day is Sailor Moon. Yes, Sailor Moon original. Now last week we did Sailor Moon Crystal. This is the OG version, so we had to go back and just make sure that we might have been tripping on the judging or not. So you know, we just wanted to make sure. But anyway, before we get to that, let's enjoy this food montage. Still on vacation, guys, and we're gonna do a food montage. We are at Cajun Steamer Bar and Grill. We're one day away from my homeboy's wedding, so we're gonna jump into. You even see, look, we in Alabama. They got an LSU sign. Go figure. Anyway, food montage. All right. That was good.
I love it.
All right, we're gonna go over the grading scale and we're gonna jump into everything. So let's go over the grading scale. Five categories.
5 categories, 5
points each.
Simple.
Add them all together, and you get this total. If it's a 50 through a 40, it's a
anime and chill.
Yeah, that's when the loving happens. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a 39 to a 30, you get a Vegeta. Second rate. If you get a 29 or a 20, it's simply not enough chocolate. It's just it needs help.
Right.
Give it some help.
A 19 to a 10, you get stepped on by a Titan.
Not a type. Or a 9 through a 0. I wish it wasn't a Pokemon battle. I wish it was. Yeah. Pokemon battle it is. He about to pop up something. I'm not a Snorlax. I'm a human being. Okay. Alright, let's jump into it. Let's go to the premise.
Okay, so Sailor Moon, the premise. Middle school student trying to find her way. Realize she has some quirks. She's a guardian of the galaxy situation. I'm not going to say guardian of the galaxy, but you know. Whatever she does, she's figuring it out.
Oh, technically, if you want to put it, this Sailor Moon, even though the other Sailor Moon give you a good intro, but this Sailor Moon first, second.
Hi, I'm Usagi Tsukino. I'm 14 years old and go to Juban Middle School. I'm a bit of a klutz, and sometimes get teased for being a little emotional.
Hey, that's it.
That's it. That's the opening.
Fabulous strange powers happen when she meet a cat and she holds out her thing and says moon pressing something makeup. And she becomes Sailor Moon. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on the He-Man. What you give it?
I'm giving it a 3 just like last time.
I actually gave it a 5 because I liked the way it came out. Like it was just straight. This is the premise. First couple of seconds.
So far that category has an 8.
Yeah, but I may be watching with nostalgic eyes, so judge accordingly. All right, let's go to the characters.
The characters are basically the same in the original version as to the crystal version. Just a couple of things are different, but Sailor Moon, she's still whining and being a middle school girl in her own aspect, trying to figure out.
You still think she was a hella whiny?
Yeah, she was still whining.
I didn't think she was that whiny in this one.
She was still whiny. Her whiny didn't do as much effect for her when she was like fighting and stuff as it did in the first one. But she still whined. Like, yeah, it didn't get her nowhere, but she did it.
Maybe I'm watching the nostalgia, guys.
Go ahead.
Usagi is pretty much the same. I feel like the input was more better on the characters, even though it's old school.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the mom that becomes like the bad guy person or whatever.
Spoilers.
I feel like all the characters got just a tad bit more attention, and the actual storyline is slightly different. But I feel like the characters had more oomph. They had more. I guess with less animation, you have to have more oomph in presenting your character. So, what you give?
I give it a 3 again.
I give it a 5. That's weird. Okay. 16.
8. Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's go to the anime world building.
World building at school, like most animes are. It's still the same home to school ratio as the crystal version. I know what's different. Something that was different that stood out to me. When in a crystal version, which is the newer version, whenever she's changing into Sailor Moon, she says she's fighting for justice and love. And then on the new version, she doesn't say that she's fighting for justice and love until after she's entering into the fight. She doesn't do it in her change scene.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, so I love the costume moment. I love the costume moment in the second, in Crystal and in the original. And then I like how they say, like they part of their change of their outfit, they bring up makeup, so like their nails change.
Yeah, I paid attention to that too.
Go ahead.
Of course it was old school, but the color was still colorful.
Mm-hmm.
It had a couple of flash scenes, so if you have some kind of seizure situation, you might want to be careful. I felt that it could disturb some people. Just my personal opinion. I'm not a doctor, so disclaimer. But the characters had a little less action, a little less motion, but it's an old school show, so I was expecting that. Unlike the newer Crystal version, which characters move a little bit more fluent because of the art style and the writing, and the drawing. But it had a more old school anime style. The world was still colorful. It was hit or miss in a couple of segments, but what you give it?
I give it a 3, just like last time.
I'll give it a 4 this time.
So that's a 7.
Yep. And
plus 16.
Yep. So we keep rolling. Fun factor. No disrespect to the new version, but the OG transformation is just in the music. Like the music of the new one is like epic. It's like oh.
Moon Prism Power! Make up!
Sailor Moon. But the old one is like dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
愛と正義のセーラー服美少女戦士セーラームーン
Dun, 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 dun.
月に変わってお仕置きよ
Dun, 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 dun. Like it had a little oomph to it. Like I could get up, like Sailor Moon was like black exploitation. That's how I felt watching the old one. Like Sailor Moon is here to kick ass and make low grades. I felt it was so much passion into the music and into the characters and all of that it made it more interesting. And I will probably more willing to watch more older episodes. And just because the old and the new begin similar, they actually come the second episode, they part different ways. So it has similar themes, but not exactly the same. Even the overall villain is slightly different. But I think it was a more interesting watch, even though it was old school. But like I say, nostalgia goggles. What you think?
Okay, so I'm giving it the same kind of review, basically. I feel like there's definitely a rewatch value. I don't know if it's the nostalgia of it, of the older version, but I am interested in watching what happens in those episodes a little bit more than I am in a newer version. But it's still not something that I need to see till the end. It's kind of like a background noise. I can wash some dishes, maybe paint my nails. The mood of the show is still fun. It's still teenager-like. It's still like, like I'm just getting introduced into anime and let me see what this is about. So just like last time, I'm going to give that a 3.
And like I said, I might have been watching with nostalgia guys, so I'm going to give it a 5.
Okay.
All right, final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
So this version of Sailor Moon, be honest, gives me more. Maybe nostalgic goggles, but I feel like it gives me more. The music, even though with limited animation, the music makes me pay attention. The Shakespearean kind of acting style of the voice actors make me more intrigued, because it's not just like, hey, I'm a bad guy, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, in this one, it's like, yes, I'm the almighty God and you work for Satan. Like, oh, snap, wow. You know what I'm saying? So it gave me a little bit more oomph. And for that, like I say, I hope I'm not looking at it with nostalgia guys. The characters, I paid more attention to them. But it does make me want to go rewatch the Crystal, because maybe I judged it too hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and maybe I didn't. Maybe just the old school is better with limited animation. I mean, hey.
I agree. My final thoughts are also kind of similar. I did feel like I watched this one, and it made me with more nostalgic eyes. And then I feel like I do need to go back and watch Crystal again, because now I feel like I need to go back and forth and watch both of them again and critique it all over again. Because now I need to see the storyline, pay attention to the order of the storyline for Crystal and the original. But overall, I would say that it's a good show. The reboot and the original deserve a space on TV. My overall final thoughts go.
It's making me think a lot. Smart guy.
My overall final thoughts score is also a 3.
Okay, well, I gave it a 5, so which gave it a 39. So technically, it's still a Vegeta, but it's a Vegeta with Super Saiyan evolution. In other words, it's a high Vegeta, a 39. So Sailor Moon original beats the original Sailor Moon, the new school Sailor Moon Crystal by only 6 points.
Yeah.
Is it an anime and chill? Not necessarily, but it is a Vegeta. It's a good second place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it has a place.
So we'll be back next week with more anime, more food montage. And make sure you watch us. We got more how-to videos coming for you, and we want to give y'all more. We appreciate y'all for watching. I'm Chef 24/7.
I'm Big Stay Winning.
And this was Anime4Deux.